My own daughter. Helped my wife betray me, so I sought retribution on them both. What do you do when the people you love most become strangers plotting against you? I'm Brian, easing my car into the driveway of my Boston home, exhausted from a late flight, expecting the quiet comfort of my wife Laura and the life we built. But something's off. A sleek Lexus I don't recognize sits in my spot, its vanity plate glaring under the streetlight. Why is it here? My stomach twists as I notice the house is too dark, except for a faint bedroom glow. Is Laura asleep, or is something else happening? The air feels heavy, like a secret waiting to burst. I kill the engine, step out, and spot the patio door slightly ajar. Unusual, unsettling. My pulse quickens. Is someone inside? I slip around back, heart hammering, avoiding the front door. The dog's not at his usual spot, and a faint giggle drifts from upstairs. Laura's, but not alone. Who's with her? My mind races. Friend, intruder, or the truth I've ignored. Each step toward the house pulls me deeper into a mystery. I'm not sure I'm ready to unravel. A betrayal that could shatter everything I thought was mine in one devastating moment. I wasn't meant to hear that conversation, but I did. And that night reshaped my life. It was late, around 11:43 p.m., pulling into my driveway after a delayed business dinner in Boston. My flight landed late, so I arrived hours behind schedule. The house was dark, save for a soft golden glow leaking through the upstairs bedroom. And curtains. I didn't use the front door. Something stopped me. Maybe the unfamiliar car. A black Lexus with tinted windows and a plate reading Cheney 1. Maybe instinct or exhaustion from ignoring the unease every time I kissed my wife goodbye and she turned away too slowly. I crept around back, stepping, over the sprinkler I hadn't stored, and slid the patio door open just enough to slip in. Our dog didn't bark, locked in the utility room. Clue 2. I moved through the kitchen, past fridge photos, our wedding in Maui, our daughter Emily's, college graduation, and stopped at the stairs. Voices hit me. 2. One was my wife, Laura. The other, God help me, was Emily. He won't find out, Emily whispered. He might, Laura giggled, like a giddy teen. He's not as dumb as he seems, but I don't care anymore. I need this. I deserve it. I froze, brain scrambling, ears ringing, vision narrowing. I leaned against the wall to stand. You've been miserable with him forever, Emily said, calm, like discussing a new outfit. You were, 19 when you married? He trapped you in this dull life too young. You're finally alive. God, I know, Laura moaned. Derek, he's unreal. How he touched me in that hotel. Sheets rustled. Something dropped, likely her robe. My heartbeat pounded my ribs, blood bitter in my mouth from biting my tongue. My daughter, my blood, was pushing my wife to cheat. Laura, giggling upstairs with a man in my bed while I stood below, a ghost in a nightmare. I wanted to storm in, flip the bed, drag them out. But I didn't. That night, I left through the patio door and drove into the dark, not from weakness, but for clarity, for a plan. This wasn't just betrayal, it was war. I didn't sleep, driving aimlessly. Engine, humming, thoughts gnawing like termites. I saw Laura's smirk, Emily's cold encouragement. I raised that girl, bandaged her knees, cheered her games, paid her tuition, and now she was wingman to the woman who vowed to love me forever. Dawn broke as I crossed into Ohio. At a gas station, I splashed water on my face in a grimy restroom, staring at a stranger, bloodshot eyes, unshaven, rage simmering like lava. By evening, the Lexus was gone. So was Laura. Emily was in the kitchen, sipping apple juice, smiling like I hadn't overheard her dismantling my marriage. You're back, she said. I stared. She didn't flinch. Where's Mom? Out, she shrugged. Dinner with Jessica, girl time. I didn't reply, grabbed a beer, leaned on the counter, watching. She glanced up, smug smile twitching. You okay, Dad? That word burned. She called me dad like she hadn't gutted me. I wanted to scream, smash the bottle, demand answers, but I said, yeah, tired, long drive. That night, I faked sleep on the couch, waited for silence, then went upstairs. I wasn't sure what I sought. Texts, receipts, something sloppy. Laura's tablet, still on her cloud, unsigned out, was worse. Photos of her and him, naked, tangled like animals. A video, her moaning his name, Derek, like it was holy, saying he filled her like never before. My fingers shook. Their chats, months of her wanting to leave, calling our marriage grey, dead, lost years. Emily helped, covering when Laura claimed to visit her friend Anna. Don't worry, Mom, Emily wrote. I'll cover. Dad's clueless. The knife twisted. I sat on the porch, staring into the night. Betrayal swallowing me. My life was a cruel joke, delivered by the women I loved most. I couldn't confront them shaking, thoughts violent. But I'd ruin them, not cry, not beg. I'd be the storm. Morning was theatre. I made coffee, poured Laura her mug with the silver star from our 10th anniversary. I kissed her cheek. She smiled, said good morning like she hadn't been with another man. She played wife, talked groceries, dishwasher issues, made pancakes. Emily joined in Laura's cardigan, sipping. A smoothie, perfect daughter. I watched behind glass, jaw tight, barely eating, cataloguing their fake laughs, lies slipping out. Laura left for errands, no kiss, just grabbed her purse. I waited 30 minutes, followed. She drove to a motel off I-95, faded paint, flickering, sign. I parked behind shrubs, engine off. A red pickup arrived. Derek, tall, fit, cocky, sunglasses, flashy jacket, untouchable. Laura ran to him. He grabbed her waist. She whispered, making him laugh. They vanished into room 108. I stayed 15 minutes, rage boiling, then left before acting rashly. I had enough to destroy her. That night, I copied every message, photo, video onto a flash drive, labeled for lawyer. Locked it in my safe. She wouldn't walk away clean. Then, a cold idea. Make her doubt, feel crazy, destabilize her world. I complimented her, brought flowers, said I wanted to rekindle. She was suspicious, then flattered, acting warm, cuddling, thinking she'd won, keeping her affair while I fixed things. Emily was harder to fake around. Her betrayal burned. I locked my office, changed passwords, encrypted everything. I didn't trust them. One night, 1 a.m., Laura snuck out, thinking I slept. I heard the door, car. I'd slipped a tracker in her purse. The app showed room 108. I didn't follow. Called a private investigator, an old contact owing a favor, gave the address, demanded photos, plates, timelines for a judge. 3 days later, he emailed a zip file. Alone, office locked, I opened it. High-resolution shots of Laura and Derek, hand in hand at the motel, timestamps. One showed her whispering, smiling my smile. Another, post-rendezvous, her lipstick, smudged, his shirt untucked. A dashcam video caught her on his lap, shirtless, laughing, ring irrelevant. I watched silently, cold calm settling like frost. That night, I made her favorite, spaghetti. Emily was out. With friends, I lit candles, poured wine, set the table like an anniversary. Laura froze, asked, "What's this?" I smiled. "Something nice." She relaxed, sipped wine, praised my thoughtfulness, said she felt close. I nearly laughed. I took her hand. "Ever think about honesty, Laura? Truth in marriage?" She blinked, smile twitching. "Of course." I stood, dropped a folder by her plate. She opened it. A photo of her and Derek entering the motel, time-stamped. She stopped chewing, flipped to more photos, a video still. Her mouth gaped, wordless. "Explain," I said. She pushed it away. "This isn't what it looks like." Don't insult me. Tears welled. Real or fake, I didn't care. I didn't mean this. Seems you did for a while. She stood, backing off. You spied. No, I watched you betray us. And Emily, our daughter, helped. She froze. You think I didn't know? I heard you upstairs laughing, her encouraging you, calling me blind. She collapsed, shaking. I didn't want to hurt you. Why did you? I was lonely, she snapped. Always working, busy. I needed to feel wanted. I stood, fury simmering. So, you let our daughter cheer you while you slept with some guy in a budget inn? Don't talk like that. She shrieked. I laughed, broken. You don't cry now, no victim. She looked up, mascara streaking. What will you do? My voice iced. End this marriage. Leave you and Emily with the pieces. She gasped. You wouldn't. I have. She ran upstairs, crying. I sat, finished my wine. Calm. Emily didn't know what was coming. She came home at midnight. I waited in the dark living room, TV's glow the only light. Her steps were light. Sneaky. Have fun? She jumped. Dad, you scared me. I stared as she entered, in Laura's hoodie, eyes nervous. You okay? Yeah, had a talk with Mom. She stiffened. Oh. I let silence linger, her squirming. She told me everything. The man, motel, lies. She looked away. I didn't mean to hurt you. Didn't you? You coached her like a pro. It wasn't like that, she mumbled. I was helping her. She was unhappy. You thought her cheating helped. I stood. She saw fear, not from yelling. My calm scared her more. She could have talked, tried therapy. You gave her permission to destroy me. I didn't know it'd go that far. She filmed it, Emily. Let him touch her in ways I can't unsee. You made her think it was okay. She cried, rocking, shrinking. I was protecting her. Who protected me? Silence. I pulled an envelope, tossed it on the table. What's that? Copies, videos, photos, messages. One's for your school's ethics board, one for Mum's parents. She stepped back. You're serious? Betrayal has consequences. I move in silence, leave nothing. You're ruining everything. You did. I'm cleaning up. She ran upstairs, crying. I didn't follow. Slept in the guest room, locked. Phone silent. My mind was clear, focused. Morning. Laura was downstairs, eyes puffy, silent. I handed her an envelope. Divorce papers, note, flash drive. The note. You lied, cheated, broke, everything. I choose peace. I left for my lawyers, filed, moved to a downtown studio. Simple, mine. I poured a drink, sat on the floor, breathed, knowing that was power. Days passed like haze. Laura called 17 times. I ignored her. Denial, begging, rage. We can fix this. Mistake. You're ruining us. No. I regretted trusting her. Emily didn't reach out, scared or waiting. The storm was just starting. Thursday, I met our accountant, froze joint accounts, left her emergency card active. Waiting. I sent divorce papers to her office, not home, for humiliation among co-workers. Friday, I returned to the house. Not to talk, to collect. Laura was on the couch, disheveled, sleepless. You're not supposed to show up, she said. I ignored her, grabbed boxes, packed. Can we talk? She tried. Silence. She followed. I know I was wrong. Emily didn't get the weight, was helping me cope. I stared. Cope by cheering while you slept with him in motel sheets. She flinched. You don't know what it was like. You were gone, distracted, made me invisible. So you made me worthless. I never wanted to hurt you. You did. She reached. I stepped back. You lost that right. Emily knew what she did. You raised her to lie. She's your daughter. No, yours, the one who laughed, called me blind, opened the door for your affair. Silence. I packed my watches, grandfather's records, photos without her. At the door. Court soon. Emily's old enough to choose. I don't want the house, car, just you to live with the truth. What truth? You ruined everything you touched. I left. At a college bar, I sipped bourbon, watched couples flirt, and realized I'd forgotten peace, drowning for years. I wasn't her husband, her fool, just me. And I liked that. A week passed, phone silent, buried. I walked mornings, drank coffee, read, slept deeply, no fake smiles, no tension. On day 8, I saw Laura at the pharmacy, picking painkillers for my knee. She entered. Leggings, sunglasses, clutching her phone, didn't see me. I could have left, I didn't. She froze, panicked, shamed, bitter. Hey, she said, stepping closer. I didn't speak. Can we talk? About what? Us. No us. She winced. You don't mean that. I meant it when you chose Derek. Her face burned, glancing for listeners. She shrank, less poised. I made a mistake, was lost. No, selfish. I paid, left. Emily sat on my car hood, forcing a weak smile, like hiding a bad grade. Figured I'd find you, she said. To apologize or lie? She dropped, the smile. To talk. Say it. She hesitated. I was wrong, shouldn't have encouraged Mom. Thought I was helping her escape toxicity. Didn't see your pain, and didn't stop. Not when she slipped, not when I broke. Tears welled. I didn't know how to fix it. Maybe you can't. I want to try. I sighed. You're my daughter, but I don't trust you, don't know you. You sided with her, tore it down. I don't expect forgiveness, just regret it. I hope so. You helped destroy my life's work. She nodded, wiped tears, left. I watched, no anger, just numb ache. That night, I opened old letters, photos, Laura's napkin notes, Emily's birthday cards when I was her hero. I burned them in the sink, smoke curling from lies. I poured a drink, opened the window, let cold air in. Endings need silence. I was okay with that. 2 months later, papers finalized. The court moved fast with my file. Photos, videos, reports, records of her trips on our accounts. The judge eyed her with disdain. She cried, wore beige, soft makeup, useless. I got the house, didn't want it, sold it, bought a small modern place. Mine. Emily stayed silent, no texts, no hearings. One morning, she appeared at my studio with a box, books, a photo of us, a watch. Your things, she said. Thanks, I said, cautious. Can we talk? I leaned on the frame. I'm in therapy, trying to understand why I backed her, didn't see her harm. I nodded. Yeah, you chose wrong. She swallowed. I want to earn a chance, even if years. I looked, not at the betrayer, but the raw woman. I don't hate you, Emily. Trust's brick by brick. I'll build, she said. I stepped aside. Coffee? Her eyes widened. Yeah. We sat, mugs between us, old air lighter. A start, not forgiveness. On my balcony, city lights buzzed. 3 months ago, I had a family, a wife I thought loved me. That man died. I was building slower, stronger, wiser. Laura vanished. Derek too. Her mistake now. Mine was letting her in deep. Scars don't fade, just stop bleeding. If asked, I'd say, loved ones cut deepest, but heal by stopping the bleed for those without bandages. The end was quiet. No screams, just steady silence. I spent the last day doing nothing. No emails, meetings, pretending. I walked the park, saw a couple feed ducks, a kid fall, laugh with his mum. Life moved on. At home, I opened a box, an old journal, entries from Laura pregnant, Emily's first word, our house, young, hopeful handwriting. I kept them. The beginning was real. Betrayal kills trust, innocence, not love. It hardens, fades, scars where beauty lived. Scars don't hurt forever, just remind you of strength when it fell apart. I closed the journal, poured a drink, not in sorrow, but goodbye to Laura, the old me, the family. I raised my glass to the future, unbroken, ready to start on my terms. Betrayal by those closest to you doesn't just break your heart. It redefines your understanding of love and loyalty. Laura's affair, orchestrated with Emily's complicity, taught me that trust, once shattered, reveals the raw edges of human selfishness. The pain wasn't just Laura's infidelity or Derek's presence in my bed. It was Emily's betrayal, my own daughter enabling the destruction of our family. Yet, from that abyss, I learned that healing begins when you stop chasing the ghosts of who people were. My advice? Don't let their choices define your worth. Walk away, not in defeat, but in defiance of their lies. Protect your peace by building boundaries, like I did with Emily, offering her a chance to rebuild trust brick by brick, not because she deserved it, but because I valued my own growth. Gather evidence, not for revenge, but to ground yourself in truth when their denials try. To rewrite history, the silence after betrayal is your canvas. Paint a life where you're no longer their fool. For me, Emily's hesitant coffee shared in my new studio marked a fragile step, not toward forgiveness, but toward a future I control. If you're staring down a loved one's deceit, know this: you're not their failure. Rise, reclaim your story, and let the quiet strength of your new beginning outshine the chaos they left behind. Proving your resilience is louder than their betrayal.